Thanks, how to. We're going to take a look at the new designs, which we are calling program items, which really just jazzes up the way that your travel page looks. So you notice that that sneak peek button is missing now because it is now fully live. And so as we scroll down our main page, we see our program items. And you can see that the images are much larger than under the previous itinerary design. And if there's anything that's below the fold, you can always click to show more, and that expands. And of course, you can scroll through them from here. So we're going to show you how to make that happen. We're going to click into Manage the Plan and Details. Remember that you can change those labels on your travel page, but they'll always stay the plan and details on the planner side. So let's take a quick look at the Sundowner one. And previously that was actually not shown because it is a detailed item. So that will show under the itinerary section, but maybe we feel like actually it's so important. This is one of the reasons why people are going to go. We're going to publish that as a program item. Now we're going to preview. We're going to see that it's actually now on that front page. And again, if we click show more, it's going to expand. And in a mobile context, it's just one big long scroll, so not to worry about that context. And now we see that this is the main highlight. Of course, you can respond to optional items. This is the preview mode, so that doesn't work here. But when your actual travelers are looking at this, they can click, and then once they've said they're going, that will show there. And of course, it'll also show here. So if you are looking to get input from people to see whether or not they want to do an item, that's a great way to do it, to put it as a program item and get their input here. And of course, if you don't have any detailed items, then the suitcase icon is going to be missing from the left-hand side. And we're just going to have the eye here showing the plan. Now, of course, you can change that to be anything you like. And that should really match the kind of trip that you're running. So this could be the adventure, for example, and your people are the brave travelers. And we're going to add some things in here. You can call this details, which is the default. Some people like the word itinerary, if that's the way you're using it. Usually this is going to be logistical items like flights and buses and all of that good stuff. So we're going to save that. We're going to go back to the plan and details. We're going to go ahead and add a bus as our first item. So let's go ahead and pick up a nice bus photo. And this is going to be how we pick people up. So I always like that first one there. So this is going to be the bus pickup from airport. Upon arrival, you'll be greeted and whisked away. Perhaps that is whisked away. And now we are going to select a detailed item, and when that happens, the date actually becomes required. So we're going to select the first day. We're going to leave it as a full day event because we're not sure exactly when that's going to be yet. But of course, if you have the time, you can toggle that option as well. Now we're going to publish that, and remember that whenever you publish, that'll show on the travel page. If you haven't shared that with anyone, that's okay. If you ever need to work on something privately, you of course can always restrict the visibility to yourself and then view it from the invitee and people page. So from here, you can add yourself and then view it that way. So it's a good way to kind of test it out before you then show it to everyone. So now we're going to take a look at what this lovely itinerary looks like. We're going to come in. Now you'll see that the suitcase is actually appearing on the left, and it's called the itinerary. And you'll see the first thing is the bus pickup from the airport. This is the design you all know and love. And of course, it's already included. It's not optional, so it has the green tick mark next to it. If this were optional, that would have the option to respond, just like you're used to. So again, the difference is program items show on that front page, and they are very image heavy. You can expand to look into them. So if you have long descriptions, you can see how that looks. And of course on the desktop, you can scroll through here, and on the mobile phone, you can just scroll through one long page. This, of course, works across multiple days. So if your program items do have dates, they will be sorted this way, in addition to showing on the Show All tab. But items do not require a date if they are program items. Only detailed items require dates. Remember, you can change things around, so if you decide this is actually not a critical piece for the front page, you can always go back in, change it from being a program item to being a detailed item, and back again. So feel free to play around with that and see what works for your trip and to engage your travelers. So now we've got just the 3, and we've got our day 2 showing up here in the itinerary. So this is all up to you. There's no right or wrong answer. And of course, we recommend as much as possible to get some video content into these items wherever possible, as we see in the other video, also in the how-to listing on YouTube. And of course, here's an example of a great video just in the trip description overall, which shows above your program items. Now, if you choose not to have a description, that's okay too. Maybe the program speaks for itself. So we're just going to go ahead and delete that, and we're going to save this. And now you'll see that that's completely gone. So in the case where you don't have a description or you feel that words don't do it justice, go ahead and exclude the description content, and then your page will adapt appropriately. If you have any feedback, please feel free to leave it in YouTube or, of course, in our Facebook group, which is invite only, so please check it out and jump in there with your suggestions. Thanks again, and enjoy your brand new travel pages.